Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Hydrogeek podcast. Today's spotlight is about a startling development that was recently reported by BBC. What is the report? The report is that Australia's iconic tropical rainforests have just made history, unfortunately, not for the right reason. A new study published in Nature reveals that for the first time ever, these lush forests are emitting more carbon than they absorb. Researchers from Western Sydney University connect this shift to climate change, like extreme temperatures, severe cyclones, and intensifying droughts, which are killing the trees faster than new ones can grow. That means the rainforests, which once act as a vital carbon sinks, have flipped into net carbon source. This alarming finding doesn't just matter for Australia. You know, it could be warning for tropical forests worldwide, with huge implications for global climate goals and efforts to cut emissions. Okay, because all these goals depend on rainforest for absorbing carbon. But now you can see the rainforests in Queensland, Australia, is for the first time shown a flipping behavior where they release carbon instead of absorbing them. Now you'll say why they are doing it, correct? You'll say that why they are doing this type of thing. They are doing this type of activities or this type of phenomena, rather, I will say, because look, due to the climate change, more trees are dying from extreme heat, drought, and cyclones because their frequency, their magnitude has increased a lot compared to before the last 10 years. The average temperature worldwide is much less compared to that we have nowadays. Also, the frequency of drought events or frequency of cyclones has increased manifold compared to their frequency before the last 10 years. So, as a result, what happens? More trees were destroyed than new ones are grown. And yes, you can also attribute this to man made destruction, also. Okay. So, earlier days, only men who are destroying the forest. Now nature is also destroying forest. As a result, what happened? Growth of tree cannot outclass the destruction of trees. So what I mean is the nature who always tried to maintain the equilibrium, the ecological equilibrium, what will they do? They will do this. The mm, the wood, woody biomass, like your tree trunks and branches, which earlier absorbed carbon for food preparation, is now also releasing carbon. Okay, because they have to sustain the ecology, they have to balance the ecology, so they are doing this. Now, as a result, what is happening? Our emission targets are threatened because our emission targets mostly rely on forests absorbing greenhouse gases. And another point to note is researchers say that this reversal has started not today. It has started about 25 years ago and warned it could serve as a canary in the coal mine for tropical forests worldwide. Now Australia is facing this. Later on, if we do not rectify ourselves, all the forests worldwide will show this behavior. Now, Australia faced a lot of criticism for continued fossil fuel reliance. And on the other hand, the new warming reports that were published by UN showed that there is no respite from climate risk, right? And these findings by, I think, from the Western Sydney University researchers, a group of researchers from Western Sydney University, they have found that, okay, for the first time, they have found that they had made a history. That means the rainforest of Australia, specifically in the Queensland region, has made a history that now they are acting as carbon source rather than carbon sinks, right? So these findings now raise a major challenge for climate mitigation strategies dependent on ecosystem carbon storage. Like, what do you mean by ecosystem carbon storage? Ecosystem carbon storage is nothing but this rainforest which absorbs carbon, they store carbon to make food, so they act as a carbon storage, right? So most of our mitigation strategies is planned on the role of ecosystem carbon storage. If now these very ecosystem act as a carbon source rather than carbon sink or carbon storage, then what will happen? Where we will store the excess carbon? Nowhere. So these excess carbon will stay in the atmosphere, and if they stay in the atmosphere, they will absorb heat and raise the average temperature worldwide and create all these climatic vulnerabilities and abnormalities all over the world. You see, just now Vietnam's faced a cyclone. Just day after that, Philippines faced another cyclone. All over the world, we are facing cyclones from America to Asia, from Europe to Africa. No one is no one is spared. Everywhere we are showing the devastating role of our mother nature, right? So what happened is earlier, before 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, for a long time, we the humans have destroyed our ecology for growing high rises, for growing power plants, for growing resorts and other infrastructures. So we have destroyed a lot of forest. Nowadays, nature is also destroying the forest. And just I have said in the starting that as nature plus man both are destroying the forest, our Mother Earth is finding it extremely difficult to catch the rate of dying of trees with the rate of growth growth in trees. That means new ones are not able to catch the rate of decay of the old ones. So there is a gap. Okay, trees are dying more compared to their growing. So there is a gap. Okay, so here also the economy stands that our demand is high, but supply cannot catch it. So what happens? There will be deficit. There will be problem. Now you will surely say that why you are highlighting the problems only. Give me the solution. Tell me the solution. Yes, there are solutions. The first solution is to stop what we are doing now. Stop destroying forest. Stop destroying not only forest, also the water bodies, also the lush green meadows, also the those marshland, wasteland. Stop destroying them because they are also a very very good source of carbon. Sorry, good sink of carbon, not source. They can also absorb lot of carbon. So we must first stop destroying these carbon sinks and then try to grow the area of our rainforests, the area of our water bodies, the area of our marshy land. You will say, where is the space? So many people they do not have their own place to stay, and you are saying that increase the area of forest, water bodies, or marshland. No, I am not saying that. Try to practice vertical forest growing practice. China is doing that now. Grow your trees in your rooftops. Create a pond in your rooftop, right? Increase greenery of your roof. Try at least if your government is not trying. So, with this, I want to finish this broadcast. When I see the news that rainforests are now acting as carbon source rather than carbon sink, I thought I must alert my subscribers about this such that they can alert their colleagues, friends, family, and this way we can alert a very small percentage of population to stop destroying our ecological frontier. That is the only tool that we have to stop the destructive nature from doing more destruction. Okay, so this much for today. See you in the next podcast. And yes, if you like this podcast, if you are with me, whatever I have said, please like it, subscribe it, and share it. And if you have any points to raise, comment below such that I can know and my other subscribers can also know your view. Thank you and see you next time.